Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Jesus Prabhupada, 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 Jesus Prabhupada. Hey, Evo and Dean Smith, welcome. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. 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 Good morning. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. 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 Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. I could do this all day. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. So nice just to be with those two. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada. Oh, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi, Gaurabhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Oh my God. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Oh my Lord Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ooh. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Yeah, love play. See, it's exhausting. Now I know. They say Radha and Krishna get tired. I didn't know how that could be. Now I know. Especially with bodies, in this world. Whew. Whew. It's like working out in the gym, man. Yeah, feels really good, but you gotta, take a break, and then always come back for more, the bodybuilders, they always, we're also building a spiritual body, always come back for more, right? Yeah, you may, you just take a break, but hey, man, you can't, we're always thinking about going back in the gym. Wow, yes. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. What is this before me? Killing of the demon Putana. Okay, we'll read about this. While Nanda, text number 2, this is 10th canto, chapter 6, text number 2. While Nanda Maharaj was returning to Gokul, the same fierce Putana, whom Kamsa had previously engaged to kill babies, was wandering about in the towns, cities, and villages doing her nefarious duty. While Nanda Maharaj was returning to Gokul, the same fierce Putana, whom Kamsa previously yes. Yeah, you see who Putana is? These are all the demons. They all represent the obstacles to Vrindavan. See, so this Putana has this. She kills the babies. She's a baby killer, and she kills them. She basically, this is about Vrindavan. She kills the young devotees. Like you may come into this incarnation with some bhakti from a previous life. Something begins to awaken it. But Putana, who is engaged by Kamsa is the king. The king is is like you could say like the head of Maya. Is Maya, the illusory potency, engages these different powerful demons, and one is hypocrisy. Remember, Jesus said, "Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees." Hypocrisy and pride and competition and all that. So that is one of the major obstacles. See, one of the first obstacles to Vrindavan is hypocrisy and pride. And this is what's in Vaishnavism. Bhaktivinoda Thakur said it's the duty of the Vaishnava, the actual Acharya, to remove the anarthas in the Sampradaya. He knew all these things. He couldn't preach it. He wrote it in books. I'm calling all this up now. My job. We're here to extract what's necessary. See, this is part of killing. This hypocrisy in Vaishnava religion has to go. These are your leaders. Kamsa was the head of the hypocrisy. These are your gurus, man. They're hypocrites. They're engaged. They make little hypocrites, and therefore you get nothing but religion, generation after generation. So many generations before Jesus comes and kills the hypocrisy. So many generations before Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda come and kill the uh, hypocrisy. That's a demon. Okay? We suck the life out of that. What is that life? That life is your attention, man. Your faith in that. What do you think why the world is going like it is? It's like the Matrix. In the Matrix, people are used as batteries. How do you use people as batteries? You get their attention, man. You get them to meditate on lies and hypocrisies, and all in the name of the truth. It's not true. It's a lie. That's Maya. She's always lying. Maya is that which is not, but looks that which is. Nobody wants to meditate on darkness, right? Everybody wants to lie. Everybody. But Maya makes, I'll make you believe the darkness is the light. See, that's religion. Abandon all varieties of religion and take shelter of me. That big me is Krishna. What is that Krishna? That Krishna is the absolute truth. See? But you can't do that unless you're awakened. See? You cannot even know the truth unless you're awakened. Go on hearing that. Jesus told these people that were listening, and they were getting excited like people here. They get really like, wow, this is really good. And he said, go on hearing, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. That's when love awakens in your heart. Boom! God appears. And the truth has set you free. Now you know the truth beyond the darkness. Now you know the difference between darkness is light, the darkness and the light. Veda Vyasa in his mature condition, this is scripture says this, in his maturity, Srimad Bhagavatam was composed in his maturity. He saw two things. He saw Krishna, he saw God, the absolute truth, the pure devotional potency, side by side with his Maya, illusory energy. That's Bhagavatam. See? So the living entities need to see the relationship between the truth and the lie and look towards the truth. Develop faith in the truth and not the lie. Okay? Faith that, hey, don't stop making your guru's hypocrisy. Beware of that leaven. All it does is you start to become proud too. It's no different. The people in the world, they associate with their authorities. Yeah, their authorities are all hypocrites all the way down the line in the world. It's the way it is. It's darkness, man. It's Maya. All the way from the head hypocrite, and everybody else becomes hypocritical. They become as bad as who they serve, or as good as you serve. That's why you see people here. You become as good as guru, but in the right way, not in false ego way, not try to imitate and then you go, No, you become as good as guru. You follow the absolute truth as it is. You're in the process, and then you teach by your example the world. See, so Putana has to go. That's why Jesus, the Holy Spirit, was around, still around in honest people who have an honest experience of Christ from their heart. The Lord stays. He gives them the understanding. They could see the spirits. They could see this hypocritical spirit. In Vaishnavism, it's still rare. Many good people are still bound by Putana, by their faith in hypocrisy, faith in gurus who are not really liberated souls. They're not really residents of Vrindavan, and they have faith in them. Therefore, the guru is down anyway, and so are the followers, the blind leading the blind. Then you got the Trinavarta demon, this the whirlwind. See, the air, that's the mind spinning around with speculations from these hypocritical people caught up in hypocrisy. See, you got to suck the life out of it. You got to use the scriptures as it is. You cannot understand what I'm understanding or my students are understanding that are ecstatic by speculations, by your own opinion. I don't have my I own Krishna's opinion now. I'm good with that. And you think, oh, I have a different opinion than Gaur Das. Well, I have Krishna's opinion. He shows me. He even shows me about the shot. You think you know. You have a different opinion. That's your pride, man. Sorry to tell you guys. That's it. It's your pride. Krishna shows. Well, you think it's different than the Bhagavatam? No. I don't have that opinion because I would be like a lot of you guys. Some people say, oh, I don't want to hear all these different opinions. I'm really confused. Well, Gohari ain't confused about things. Why? Because my Lord shows me this stuff. This is what you get with intimacy. He knows his Maya and he informs his intimate persons there. Even about all of this stuff. He knows this. He knows it. Yeah. See, you think you can even have a different opinion about the world? Well, I agree with Gohari about this stuff here, but you want to. That's that little, holding in your back pocket a little bit of change in there. I'm not confused about the various opinions and all the divide and conquer shit that the Maya uses to bamboozle fools. Putana, she roams around and she kills the bhakti of the babies. See, baby devotees, young devotees. That's why you need a spiritual master. How are you going to get through this shit? Proving until you come here long enough and you get through the stuff, you realize, my God, I would have never gotten through that myself, man. Thank God the Lord, it's always by the verse, by the mercy of Krishna, seeing your heart, you get the bona fide spiritual master. And then by the association of the bona fide spiritual master, you get Krishna. Because you get rid of the speculation, therefore you can relish transcendental mellows. Otherwise you can't. And that's what you teach these others in the world. And those who are not, well, why am I not ecstatic? Because you speculate. Why am I not ecstatic? Well, because you associate with intimately and you have faith in hypocrites. You don't quite fully agree with Gohari's opinion. Yes. Oh. You said shit. Oh, I said shit. Oh, sorry. I'll watch my mouth out. So, Shamaguri, don't worry. I'll take care of it. I forgot to do it yesterday. I'll probably remember today, too. I'll probably have to do it 3 or 4 times by the time this video ends. See, religion, you see why Jesus had to show something more than religion. Same thing with Lord Chaitanya Nityananda has to show something more than religion. It's called truth. Absolute truth. When you get, see, when Radha, devotion, awakens in your heart, then you can take shelter of that. So that's your mode of operandi in this world. That's your way of purification. There ain't no better way than that. Just loving Krishna in loving relations. Everything is purified. Lord is perfectly happy with you. These other people were busting their butts. Ooh, see, but that's okay, I think, right? It's a gray area, the butt, the buttocks. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way. That's why you see mainly loving relations. So we don't have to follow the rules and regulations. Now, listen to this. Don't say we don't follow it. We don't follow strictly the whole gamut of rules and regulations that most people can't do. See, the whole gamut, there's a big gamut, this like you'll put you on the mental plane, and that's okay, when your mind is wandering here and there and everywhere. But devotees' minds, once you're on ecstatically worshiping the Lord in intimacy and ecstasy, your mind wants to go there. Now you're Bhagavad Gita personified. Bhagavad Gita there, the verse says, for in Bhagavad Gita, the mind is one's enemy or one's friend. Now it's your friend. Now your mind, oh, hey, man, the mind says, hey, you're wandering. When I'm chanting, my mind tells me, hey, I'm wandering. Go there. Otherwise, I can't. The mind says, I can't taste it. Even my mind is independent. My mind says, I want to taste this. Go, Hari. You push it over there. You're my friend. Yeah. Isn't it nice to have the mind as your friend? Meditators are busting their butts trying to control the mind. Even devotees, well, my mind is going wandering all over the place. Well, what should I do? Well, come to sadhu sangha, man, and get purified. We have the process that even Narayan Raj devotees, what are you doing over there in that process? You don't have love of Krishna like we do. Even my disciples, many of them have love of Krishna, prema. What are you doing? Why don't you want prema in this life? Well, you have to follow the process. You got to get purified. Otherwise, just external. You just go back, same old thing. Your heart doesn't get purified. JD, all right, JD. Look at the moon-like face there. There you go. Maria was looking for the moon-like face. There we go. There's a moon-like face. Doesn't it look like the moon? Look at this guy. The dark side of the moon. Shine a little light in your face, and we got the moon, the moonlight. There you go. Now we really got a moon there. Yeah. So that's it. People got to get purified to get into this. Otherwise, it's superficial. You need some powerful potency, somebody, a real rotor. You need a real worker for the Lord. A warrior, person that gets into the field, gets his hands dirty. That's what's needed. Otherwise, all superficial. Ooh, Roddy. Ooh, 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 ooh. No tears, though. No ecstasy. Then you got to pretend that you have some tears, but we show them. Oh, I'm sorry. That's private. Isn't that? That's hypocrisy. It really is. I mean, I'll just tell you the truth. They're lying to you, man. And you believe it, see, because you believe in hypocrisy. Yeah, the bottom line is people are not greedy enough. But you know what? The way things are going, this really helps with greed. After a while, you think, hey, man, is there a doorway out of this? Man, I went to these gurus. I'm not getting in. I haven't attained Krishna. I'm tired of looking at all that pomp and them, trancing around the stages, showing off, like going to the Vatican and seeing some big show, with the robes and the big horns. Come get your dry wafer and a little grape juice, man. That'll be your communion. Oh, your communion, go and bathe the deities. Come see bathing the deities in the temple there. Oh, look at all that nice water thrown on the deity, man. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? The flower garlands around that. And then the big guru. The big gurus, they're really small in front of the eyes of the real devotees and the Lord because they're small devotion. Nothing really, anything, really there except the flowers. You think, well, we're all glories to the cloth, man. They're the men of the cloth. All glories to the cloth, all glories to the flowers, all glories to the pomp, all glories to their high seats and sitting up there. But no, all glories to the wonderful bhakti they have. Oh yeah, they see wonderful bhakti in the devotees in our sangha, and they say, "What is this?" See, that's you're contaminated, man. That's that people are not purified. We're here to work on that. Get in a dentist chair, for God's sake. Gohari will put the laughing gas on him, and you just sit there and let us pull a few teeth. Loads of flour, lack of devotion. Yes, and you can pay for your prasada. It's going to get more expensive every year because it's just how it goes in the dry places, man. That's Krishna pushing people. Hey, man, you want the juice, man? This is the juice, man. Don't you want to have fun worshiping Krishna like we do? This is Vrindavan. This is New Vrindavan. What do you think? New Vrindavan is to go over that where that beautiful, gorgeous temple where with all that pedophilia was going on? Isn't that's Maya laughing at you? Where all those little boys were raped and all that. They call that a New Vrindavan. Are you kidding? Isn't that ridiculous? They throw that guy in jail. He comes out, people still worshiping him. Even the Radhanath was worshiping him. The guy was paying obeisances over there. That freaked many devotees out. What is this? Talk about hypocrisy. Oh my God. Believing in pedophiles and liars and cheaters. That's the world. They still do it in the world. That's why do you think Krishna says abandon all varieties of religion? That means religious leaders. Because they're like these friggin' politicians. Look at these people. The whole world is being destroyed because people's faith in these politicians. That all they're doing is destroying everything. People still have faith in them. They're called these sheeple are like that. They don't think. They just keep following Maya. Keep following Maya. Anyway, our message is for those who the Lord's waking up. And if you can't take the truth, well, hey man, truth will set you free. You can't take it, well, go be a sheeple out there. Go be a religious sheeple. Go follow that Radhanath there. Go follow that Jaipataka. Go follow these guys that have no real bhakti. Yeah. Keep criticizing this bhakti. Keep dishonoring this bhakti. This bhakti is the Radha that you're worshiping. Hypocritically. Oh, glories to Radha. But look, I don't want to see your face, man. Don't show any real bhakti, man. The whole world. This is the age of welcome to the age of Kali, my friends. The age of hypocrisy and lies. See, why are we in the kingdom of Vrindavan? This is a miracle. People say, "Gohar, you're not doing any miracle." This is a miracle here to see this actual, genuine prema bhakti, love of God, being preached in such a dirty place. You know why it's being preached? Because Gohari doesn't think it's dirty or clean. To him, it's all the same. Even the Mota Goody Two Shoes is dirt on the one I worship. It's the brahmachari that gets thrown out of the kirtan. You can't be good enough. You can't do enough austerities. You cannot be like Narayan Raj and get into where I'm at. Proof is he didn't make one devotee with the ecstasy that the devotees here have. Whatever you think about him or anybody else, you should be here if you have the greed, this real spiritual greed that you've been reading about in the books. Those who want to attain Vrindavan, they go, where is Vrindavan? Where is the ecstasy of Vrindavan? That should be the only question in the minds of devotees. And if not, go to Jaipataka and go to Radhanath until you're frustrated and you don't, realize you're not getting what you're really looking for. If you're really looking for God, you gotta go where the candle. Don't we hold the light up? Is Gohari not afraid to hold where the light is, the real truth is? That'll set you free. goes up against all the darkness that you can't overcome, because you need the real spiritual master. Even those gurus need this. Yeah, I'm not only going after followers. I'd rather get the gurus. I'd rather somebody show that they have real sincere desire to worship Krishna with a pure heart. Somebody is like one of the early disciples of Jesus, and when he asked the person who came to follow him, just like that. And Jesus said, "Why do you want to follow me?" He says, "I want to feel those scriptures and not just read them. I want to see God. I want to see those scriptures as God, because they are. The only way you're going to see God is you got to, in some time, meet a real devotee in this life. And you see God through their word, which is exactly like the scriptures and clarifies everything in there and brings forth new revelations. And impresses that Lord, awakens that Lord in your heart that's been dormant, listening to the boring talks of Pharisee type religious leaders, and that goes all the way into everything, into Vaishnavism, into every Christianity. Only the devotees can smoke them out. You got to smoke these things out. You need the holy smoke. See, the holy smoke. Krishna in ecstasy. Let me take a hit of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hypocrisy. Get out of my way. How can you make it to Vrindavan believing in hypocrisy and those who are servants of that? They're under, see, Putana, they're Putana's slave. You ever see these demons? They've got these things around their necks. See these chains. So that's how it is. We have to get rid of the obstacles. It's an incidental activity, right? Didn't we read that in Chaitanya Charitamrita? Killing the demons, and we just do it philosophically. That's all. I use the Bhagavatam. I know no physical violence, no need. Just philosophically, we destroy Putana. We grab her by the throat, crush her. Hypocrisy. Yeah. Trinivart speculation. Ooh, give me some speculators, man. You get the point who Putana is, anybody? Can you see any Putanas in your life now? Can you see how it destroys your bhakti? You ever been in the, I know a Putana, my temple president was a Putana, because it's the line of people still in religion, in Vaishnavism. See, there are many people who come to ISKCON or any of these groups to get Krishna. They say, oh yeah, I want Krishna. They feel it inside. But then there's the guards there. The guards are all these demons. Oh, you want Krishna? Well, you got to go in through the living devotee. That's what the books teach. And you got to get through the Putana, because these teachers there, these gurus don't teach you what's in the books. No, they create a new checklist for you. They don't teach you chapter 1 of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Isn't it amazing? Prabhupada said that Chaitanya Charitamrita was the postgraduate. He said, this is not for you. You know why? Because he knew people were going to be following Putanas, hypocrites and liars and cheaters, people imitating him. He said, this is postgraduate. Sorry, I can't teach you this. He did, but, who listened? You think any of those leaders got it that they shouldn't be representing Vrindavan? They shouldn't take worship. They shouldn't grab the head of the snake. They shouldn't take the name and fame. What is this? They deserve name and fame at 25 friggin' years old. They deserve the title Goswami, the controller of their senses. I can't even control my senses, but man, I know, the Lord is the controller of the senses. Yeah. He can still work through anybody. I gave a class about this yesterday. People are all looking, they think, you got to be materially perfect. Even in our Sangha, people are still looking at it. That's your biggest obstacle, is looking for material perfection. You know what I look for? If you want to follow in my footsteps, I look, where is the bhakti now? I learned that. Where is the devotion? I don't care. Don't do any crust. Crust no matter. I'm looking at the heart, man. Where is the bhakti? And if you look like that, you'll get through all your obstacles, everything, and you'll be happy forever. Because have the vision of God. If He chooses somebody to live in them, even though they're crusted, you should say, that's the great glory of my Lord. That's the great glory of that person. Their heart is in the right place, and the Lord gives Himself to them. If you look like that, you'll stay happy forever. You'll have the Lord's happiness, because He's happy to be with crusted persons with a little crust on them. He likes the crust. And you don't like the crust. Oh, you don't like what Krishna likes. Oh, interesting. So it's a lesson for all of us. We all need to learn this. Christian church is no different. I have no stomach for the church that refuses to follow the message of the very Christ. Yeah, it's the same. It's called religion. Religion is in Vaishnavism. Religion is in Christianity. And you can see those who have the Spirit, they preach more or less like Paul. See, Paul was, he also could use he had a little crust on him too, little things like, well, everybody should wear a bonnet, and if you're a woman, to go worship the Christ, the God, you have to wear a little bonnet. I mean, to us, to many of us, it would look ridiculous. What, I have to wear a bonnet to worship God? A little crust. Or Prabhupada said a few things, like I think a dramatist passed me, this Dakota guy, he said, oh, you see, Prabhupada said this is racist, in other words, don't believe in him. Don't look at it, this is, what, little crust? And it's not really, when you go deep into what the Prabhupada's heart of his teaching, which most people don't know. What he's saying is correct, but most people don't. They can't. They're so bamboozled by Maya's bullshit out there. They've been conditioned about racism and all this stuff. They can't see things from an impartial point of view. And then they judge. Yeah. Instead of looking at, I look at Prabhupada. Prabhupada had a Brahmin body. He was a Brahmin teacher, stuff like that. And he had things that I might not do. I wouldn't do those things. And there are things that he wouldn't do that I do. It's just the way it is. But what I look for is, was he empowered? Did he have Radha and Krishna living inside him? Yeah, he certainly did. Was he empowered? He certainly was. See? And if you look like that, you'll be safe from Maya's tricks. She's always trying to get you to look on the material thing. Look for material perfection, and you'll never find it in anybody. They couldn't even find it in Jesus. People think that Jesus was perfect. Oh, he was white as snow. Oh, he didn't have any crust. Oh, even Jesus even commented on the crust people were talking about. Oh, they called me a glutton because I would and a drunkard because I would sit and eat and drink with materialistic people, and when I'm preaching to them. They call me a glutton. Right there, it says right in the Bible. But now, no. See, because Jesus is very far away. They do this with Prabhupada. Oh, Prabhupada was he never, yeah. And then those kind of people, as soon as somebody comes up and says, oh, let's see a little dirt on Prabhupada. He did some snuff. He did this. Ooh, they lose their faith completely because he's not materially perfect. It's Maya's trick. See? You come here, we'll teach you the real situation about everything. Why? Because the Lord shows me. Why? Because Bhagavad Gita 10:10. You can prove here that Bhagavad Gita 10:10 is in force every friggin' day. You hear conclusive understanding because you got to be the verses. Otherwise, forget about being guru. You're the opposite. Hey, Radhanath, I ask you a question. This is not offensive. Are you Bhagavad Gita 10:10 in person? Otherwise, you're not a representative. You're not devotee Bhagavat unless you're Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Do you worship the Krishna with loving ecstasy? If there is, well, if your proof is in the pudding, not in, oh yeah, of course I do, just believe my bullshit word. Or my appearing to be, because you see my cloth. You see my humbleness. Well, I know about wolves in sheep's clothing. That's part of the trick. I saw how humble you were when you said Gohari Das is not part of the disciplic line. And I'm going to prove you wrong for your benefit and the benefit of your thousands of followers are going to die Vaidhi Bhaktas in the mundane plane of ceremonial, ritualistic worship like those Brahmins the wives surpassed in the Bhagavatam. Because I teach the real Bhagavatam here. The essence, the conclusiveness, the confidential message which liberates people from people like you and all those other guys sitting on their high seats that don't deserve it. You deserve what the Lord thinks you deserve. See? And if he thinks you deserve to be the representative of his message, which is a very wonderful message, see? The message of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, okay, what you do and what you say will work. People will get that mercy. They'll be like these foolish children here. You see, you're the verses, you're foolish children, man. Even you foolish children, man. You're the verse persona, many of you. Even you foolish children, you got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which is this ecstatic love. And you can communicate to others the real message of Lord Chaitanya, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. You communicate that to others who are fertile fields for it. In the vision, see, in the non-speculative vision of the revealed scriptures. Okay? Any speculate is a taint. The Lord ain't like it. He'll stay asleep. He can stay bored. All you people in the world, all of us, we're just servants of the Lord. Where are you bringing to the Lord? Well, I'm going to bring the Lord to a boring Bhagavatam class today. He's a guru over there. He speculates all over the place, and I'm going to bring the Lord, and the Lord stays sleeping like Vishnu. Never wakes up. You spend your whole life in Krishna consciousness or as a Christian going to these speculative preachers, hypocritical preachers. And you wonder, well, God, why don't I feel love of God? Oh, well, okay, it's no problem. My guru said I'm not supposed to feel it because it's got to be many lifetimes before I'll feel prema. Oh, okay, there's no problem. I'll just sit and wait. You stupid fools. You are, you sheeple. Go follow your Narayan Raj, man. Go follow that for many lifetimes. That's really foolish. Prema Bhakti is right here. We prove it every friggin' day. Oh, glory, he's not very humble. He's not humble. He's not repressed and suppressed and compressed. You're not very humble, Prabhu. You speak your mind. You speak the truth. You're not very humble. Oh, Prabhu, you're not very humble like us repressed persons who believe in hypocrites and liars and cheaters, the ones Jesus Christ pointed out. Yeah, and Prabhupada pointed out to a degree, and Gohari he fluffs it out even more. Makes it more clear. Wow, that's like a big uproar happening in Iran right now. A woman was recently beaten to death. She was worshiping her uh, because her hijab wasn't on properly, and a man. That's how ridiculous it gets. How radical it gets. That's fanaticism. See, you got that in religion. It's fanaticism. They're not. See, you need spirit and truth. You need pure love of God, and you need the conclusive truth. Okay? Then there's no need for that. Then you see beyond the bonnets, and you got to do this. You got to worship with this cloth and that cloth and this beads and that beads and this thing or that thing. Oh, this person's not a Vaishnava. Where's his tilak? Oh, where's the neck beads? When I went and saw Narayan Raj, yeah, personal experience, man. You don't like it? Too friggin' bad. It's my experience dealing with getting to this place. I go the first day I meet Narayan Raj. He's looking at the body. One strand of neck beads? You've been initiated. Where's the 3 strands? Okay? Bodily idea. It's just all of that. His followers are all on the bodily concept still. Always, I sit there eating with brahmacharis that with him for 20 years, 30 years maybe. Should be advanced, right? Oh, your knee touched the mat. Oh my God, go wash, take a shower. At prasadam, your knee touched the mat. Oh, it polluted everything. Oh, come on, man. Well, when you're sick of that in some lifetime, if you're fortunate, the Lord will send you to a guru who will finish the job, the finishing work. The finishing work is love of Krishna. If not, go continue believing so many. It's going to take you many lifetimes, and it will. Guaranteed, following that line of thought. Following, we're Raganuga Bhaktas. We're purebhakti.com. With no pure bhakti, ha ha, ta-da. Yeah, we say, there's pure bhakti here, and you see it. Now, isn't that amazing how easy it can be to overcome hypocrisy? Oh, you come over here, you find a real guru who has the real feelings, the real love, the real prema, the real conclusion. And after years of being with that, if you're sincere, you'll see, wow, this is really different, this preaching. This is as it is. Wow. This is what the scriptures are proclaiming the guru is supposed to be. Is it because Gohari is materially perfect? No, because the real Lord is living inside. Radha and Krishna are actually in there. It's not like, full of dead bones. What did Jesus say about the Pharisees? You guys look good on the outside, like you, sannyasi. Oh, looking very good. And wolves in sheep's clothing, nice and, ooh, I'm blue. See, but inside, nothing. No, just dead bones, just speculations. Oh, I don't like speculation. You like speculation, Lalita? Ooh. Do you like Ram Das Vijayarasi's speculations and his hodgepodge? Oh, yes, I got such a big line of gurus, man. I got this guy and this guy. I mix them all together like a ball of Play-Doh, man, and mold it any way I want, any speculation I want, man. You don't see me saying, I'm a combination of Tamal. This is Ram Dass. I'm a combination of Tamal Krishna Goswami and Prabhupada and Narayan Raj and Sridhar all rolled into one. And you know what? You see it. I say, yeah, you are. And I don't want anything to do with it either. There's because of all of that hodgepodgeness, you're just full of devils and demons that need to come out. You need to find some real follower of the real line to pull out that out of you, man. We're your best friends. Nobody can do it. Your disciples can't do it. They're as bad as you. That's what you get for following people that are hypocritically involved in religion. Just as soon as you sit on that high seat and say you represent Vrindavan, you're a hypocrite. I don't care how nice you are. I don't care how many good things you do. I don't care how many renunciations you do. If you're not a real representative of Vrindavan, you're a friggin' hypocrite. That's simple. But Gauri, look at you. You got a T. How can you represent Vrindavan? You don't have any tilak on. You're just an ordinary person. You're not a big pompous fool like us. We all know Vrindavan residents they're glorious, looking glorious. Glory. The big, trumpets and oh my Gurudev, oh flowers and garlands. Oh, it must be a resident of Vrindavan. If any residents of Vrindavan look like you're studying the friggin' scriptures, do they look like that at all? They look like ordinary persons, like Lord Chaitanya's associates. Many of them, most of them, were ordinary persons. So look at that coal. Look how dear Sridhar was to Lord Chaitanya. What did he do? He's just a cola leaf thing. Poor guy, holes in the roof. Even his water pot had holes in it. And the Lord drank the water from me. He said, oh, I love this cup, man, because it belongs to my heartfelt devotee who loves me and I love him. See? Nobody thinks about it. No, let me go find the real associate of the Lord. That's Paul. He's sitting on a big seat. Right? What did Jesus say? Watch out for those who like the high seats. The big false egos, that want to be worshipped. They want that. They want that opulence. They get corrupted. As soon as you do that, you're not a resident of Vrindavan. You're corrupted, man. Just like these politicians. What is the difference, man? These politicians go and sit on the high seats of getting control over people's lives. And it goes to their heads. They all get corrupted in Kali Yuga, don't they? Most of them. What do you think is going to happen when you get a high seat in religion? You get worse. You become a wolf in sheep's clothing. You don't really represent that Lord. Isn't the leader, isn't the person in religion supposed to represent the real Jesus or the real God? What does it mean to represent? And especially when people are worshiping you and giving you all their energy. If you're not really worshiping God, then they're just a battery for you, like in the Matrix. Isn't that basically how people are dealt with in religion? You're just a friggin' battery. They got to get energy from you because they can't get it from the source. They got to get life from you and your worship because they don't get it from the source. The devotees, I worship God with the truth, man. To me, this is worship. I'm good with that. My reciprocation is with the Lord. He likes this. I know what he likes. That's great. I know what he likes. He knows what I like. And I like to glorify him as he is. And that's my reciprocation. I don't need to get it from anybody out there. That's good for you guys, right? You guys get ecstatic when you glorify your guru. Yeah, it should be. Yeah. I get ecstatic glorifying. See, now you learn from the real guru how it is. I get ecstatic glorifying Prabhupada, Jesus. All real devotees. See? Instant reciprocation. I don't need these fools and these rascals and hypocrites and liars and those still caught up in illusion to praise me. Because I kiss ass and compromise. That's what they do in religion and in the world. Oh, he's a real good. You're part of the GBCs. Well, this guy's a real good. He kisses our ass, man. He's very good. He goes with our program, man. Oh, praise this person. And you're worshiping people like that, you fools. Oh, he called me a fool. Well, I'm a fool, but I'm, a happy fool. I found the path. And you see, you found the path because I called you a fool, which is true, and you don't like it. That's how false ego. You can call me and go, all right, you're a fool. I think, oh, wow, wonderful. It's true. I am, man. I love it, man. I love being a fool. And I'm a goat head, man. Just like Daksha was so happy when he had the goat head. Now he says, my life is perfect, man. I'm a goat head. I thought I was smart. That's your problem, you big idiots out there, big gurus, so-called big gurus. You're big idiots. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, you're like the world. Maya is using you. You're useful idiots right now. Yeah, you know what? You have some use. You're useful idiots. And then the Lord's going to get rid of you. Oh, by the way, there's good news about that. He's going to get rid of the false you. And what's going to be left is your soul, who you really are. And you're going to become real gurus. That's a prophecy. That's the revenge God gets. The revenge of the Lord is beautiful. It's an extension of his mercy. He recycles it. He's the one. You think about recycling cans. That's a shadow of the recyclability of God. He recycles all these people that are identifying with the fall. Oh, we'll make them real devotees. We'll make them real gurus. We'll recycle them. It's great when you recycle that. I like using that. Recycled paper even looks better. Recycled toilet paper is nice. You ever see that brown color? Nice. Reminds me of Krishna. That's probably what he's teaching Maria. To remember the Lord in the bathroom. He even goes to the bathroom with you. Religion is not spiritual. Religion is politics. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. Well, anyway, these are the obstacles. I'm just here, to kind of bring people's attention to that. That's the obstacles, man. You got to get rid of it. That's why this book is written. Why do you think this book is written? Oh, just because it's a nice story, we put it on the shelf. Ooh, it's just nice. I see. I got a set of Prabhupada's books there. Ooh. Oh yeah. Do you know what's in them? Oh, that's not necessary, man. I have guru. My guru tells me. What does he tell you? Oh, don't worship a person that's a resident of Vrindavan. But he is a resident of Vrindavan. But he's not. He is. He isn't. It's like the Narayan Raj gurus. You go and look on their website. They're all gurus. They all have this, oh, Guru Dev, give me mercy. I want to go to Vrindavan. They're all doing that, right? But there's no Srila on their name. That's only Narayan. But you go to those disciples. You go to those gurus. It's, oh, Guru Dev, yeah, give me what mercy you want. Oh, well, I don't know. We all say that. Well, where's your Srila on the title of these gurus? Oh, no, but that'll come later. But that's hypocrisy. They wonder, well, Gohari, who gave you the name Srila? Well, how about God? How about the Lord, giving that title? Well, how does that work? Well, you people get prema bhakti here. They get devotion to Krishna. Does that kind of person deserve the title? I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Is there any logic in you? Or is it just branded out of you? Is it sucked out of you by serving Maya too long? See, the degrees devotees have are really given by God. And it's symptom. That's why the disciples give it, because they get purified and they see, wow, this person is sent by the Lord. And they themselves are the witness. Yeah, my life has changed, a revolution in my life. Yes, Prabhu, if you're not humble, you will tumble. That's right. You know, if you understand, plain the fact. Just like me, I'm a simple woman having taken shelter of yours, and yeah, exactly. That's how it works, man. And if you're good with that, if you're good with following the real path, is following the real guru. What did Jesus say? All your scriptures, all your study, all your renunciations, all your fasting is being led to me, but not a false ego me. No, led to the one empowered by God. Even St. Paul, when he was preaching, he says, I fathered you. Isn't he? His word. You're born of the word of the devotee who is in the real line, for God's sake. That's the acharya. That's the real prophet. Whatever word you want to do it. They're used by God genuinely. Genuinely. Really. Not hypocritically. That's how you find reality. Really. Rightly. All these words, like word roots, all related. Jesus hung out with prostitutes, the homeless, the hungry, and chose his disciples like Peter, who cussed like a sailor. Exactly, fisherman he was. Yeah, and so that's that again. See, we preach the real deal here because you saw, look, the fishermen, they were empowered. Look at Peter. He became a saint and he was a fisherman, simple fisherman. What is God trying to tell you guys in religion? Like the Holy Grail movie with that guy, I forgot his name. What's his name there, Amy? You know these movies. George, the Harrison Ford movie. The Holy Grail, man. Where's the Holy Grail? That has the juice of life. It has immortality in it. And there's all these cups there, and their life dependent on it. And of course, there was a hypocritically devout, minister, priest there. And then there was this guy, rough and tumble Harrison Ford, the real hero. Their life depended on it. They had to drink the liquid, and it was in one of those cups. And there were gorgeous cups there, with all kinds of jewels, a lot of them. And then there was one really simple cup. And the priest, of course, went for the opulence and took the opulent cup and drank from that liquid. And what happened? He died. He got old and just died. And Harrison Ford looked at the cups and said, and he grabbed that simple cup that was all, didn't look special, but something inside. It's in there. It's in that cup. See? And he drank from that and got the immortality. That's how the Lord works, man. If he's going to save you, he's going to show you the truth, and the truth is going to set you free. And that starts with the Shiksha Guru, man. The living person. The Lord is truly empowering. He does it that way. Doesn't he always do it that way? Unless, you've brought it in and you're a great teacher from the beginning. Okay, and the Lord empowers you, and then you teach the way. And because these other people, they can't get through. People coming here, you didn't make it on your own. You needed a little help from what? Big Brother, right? And you're good with Big Brother. Otherwise, the other Big Brothers out there. See? Big Brother Biden. Oh, Biden, brother. Oh, Brother Biden. You should, the world, you sheeple out there, just call Brother Biden. He's your big brother, right? He wants to be your father and to tell you what to do and teach you how to live and how to be a transgenderist and cut your balls off. Oh, sorry. Well, balls is all right, I guess. Cut your balls off is very good. If you're a man, cut your balls. All these wonderful things that these intelligent people are preaching people to the world because they don't like the way God has created people. And then they want to put these ideas in your mind and make you think, oh, I come up with this. See, Big Brother Biden, Brandon, Big Brother Brandon. Go, Brandon, go. Yeah, see, that's the Big Brother. See? Or you can get Big Brother. Nityananda was the brother of Lord Chaitanya. What's the message, man? What's the secret of that? See, Lord Chaitanya is God. He's the Lord in your heart, man. He needs a big brother, and it sends his big brother first. See? Big brother gets the Lord, says, "Hey, come on, man, come on out, man, come out to play." Notice that's all Guru does. They call the younger brother out to play. So they got some friendship going. I'm going to do that. That's Big Brother. If you're not good with Big Brother here, you're going to go to Big Brother Brandon or Big Brother Radhanath or something out there. Big Brother Religion. See, religion also. But all that stuff is meant to bring you to Big Brother. Big Brother is the one in the line. See, Balaram, Nityananda, Big Brother, right? And they empower their line. They're real servants of Nityananda in our line. Empowered. See, with the power that he had. What was the power he had? The same power here to awaken bhakti in others. No one else can do it. Not Radhanath, not Narayam Raj, not none of them. I checked them out, man. Not even one. Where's the proof, man? Proof is in the pudding, right? You're the pudding. Where's the pudding, Radhanath? Where's the pudding, Jaipataka? Where's the pudding? Anybody in religion? No pudding. This is the pudding. Pudding is prema. See, pudding prema. See, the two P's. Where's the pudding prema? The love for God. Didn't Jesus awaken love for God in people? That was the proof. God's proof. Now, why can't people understand simple things like that? Proof is in the pudding. Where's the pudding? What's the pudding for Vaishnavism? Where is the pudding for the Vaishnavas? It's in the prema. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken prema bhakti, devotion to Krishna, are certainly the spiritual master. Way, man, are we showing the way? Are we showing the door? Are we showing the place? Are we showing the time that it's happening right now? Proof is in the pudding, and there's plenty of pudding here and more being made all the time. We like making pudding. We like the sweet, right? We only eat sweets here. No, we don't eat all these other dishes, sweets. Wow, you guys have a lot of comments here again, as usual. We didn't get very far, as usual. Okay, that's Putana. I'm going to go on here. It is so. This is let's see, where are we here? It's a new thing. Oh yeah, uh, Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila, chapter 9. We were reading that yesterday. Mm-hmm. And text number You got your book out there, Lolita? Oh, actually, no, no. Let's go to another thing here. Let's go to chapter 4, Lolita. Or actually, let's see. What do we got here? How about River? You got your book out? Chaitanya Charitamrita? Okay, go to chapter 4. No, no. Chaitanya Charitamrita? Okay. Actually, you know what? Maybe, yeah, bring that book out. Let's do that book. Yeah, yeah, that book. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, just, yeah, go read something in it. You choose.
I've just gone to chapter 4.
Go ahead.
It's the name giving ceremony, childhood pastimes, and the kidnapping. Chapter 4 of the Ajilila. Okay. Thank you. I didn't want to. Okay. Oh, I'm going to take these off actually.
Isn't this interesting how this phenomena is happening? People don't know what this is. You see these devotees like you and Lolita and Johan, you read the scriptures in such ecstasy. What do they think this is? What do you Vaishnavas who come across it, what do you think this is? Don't you see this as kind of uncommon? As unusual? You think this was like the Lord? He would read the ecstasy, he would read the scriptures and the verses in ecstasy. And here they're doing, devotees are doing that. Doesn't that get you thinking, anybody out there? Does anybody have any brain left or logic or go ahead.
Okay. All glories. All glory to the lotus-eyed moon-like Lord Chaitanya. All glories. All glories to your loving devotees. Oh Lord. Look. Look upon me. Look upon me mercifully, so that my delusion may be dispelled, and that I may be able to serve and worship you day and night. The wonderful appearance, the wonderful appearance of the Lord increase the happiness of everyone in Shamati Sachi Devi's. Both Sri Jagannath Mishra and Srimati Sachi Devi's hearts heaved
See,
joyous.
this is the nature of this happiness. It increases the happiness of everyone. The appearance of the Lord. That's the secret of life, is to have the Lord appear in your heart. It increases your happiness and the happiness of everyone that's a devotee. Yeah. Even those who are not devotees, even though it doesn't, they don't appear to be happy, right? Because it brings out all their hatred and anger and all that. That's another reason why the Lord he appears when he's ready to appear, because it creates a ruckus. Most people are contaminated, and only the few persons like here, you like the appearance of the Lord. See, it increases your happiness and the happiness of others. That's why everybody likes to go to each other's classes to see the appearance of the Lord. So that's the secret that Lord Chaitanya brought here. He wanted to show that let's let the Lord arise in the hearts of the people and make them happy for the first time. They find out what real happiness is. It's not just external, it's not superficial. It comes from deep within. See, it's God Himself, and then the devotee associates with the Lord. See, and so you see the pastimes, they're an external representation of what happens internally also. So here we do it by mantra, just by chanting. This is the same as having Lord Chaitanya here 550 years ago, chanting his pastimes. And proof is your happiness is increasing, and so is everybody else's here, because they're devotees here. This is can you imagine what other purification do you need but the happiness of the Lord appearing in your own heart, and everybody else benefits automatically that you can't get by following all these rules by all these prunes. Prune faces, oh, follow this rule, that rule, and all these rules and rituals and all this, and look at us. Where's the happiness of the Lord? Well, we're following the rule. The scriptures say happiness is like that. Well, where is the example of that real deep happiness of
Yeah.
God? I think only River, only Lalita, only any other devotee in ecstasy is showing the world the true happiness of God. And look at all the flack we get. No matter, doesn't matter. We go on. Because ultimately, this is what pure. There's no other real purification in this world. Your brother Biden can't purify you. Yeah, and brother Nartam, I mean brother, any of these gurus out there, if they don't have any real bhakti, they can't purify you. Did you know that? If they don't have pure prema, pure love of God, you can't get purified by them. How dare you, Gora Haridas, say that? Well, how dare I? Well, I dare because the Lord said that. You could be a perfect Brahmin in the mode of goodness. And if you're not engaged in this loving, ecstatic prema bhakti, devotion to the Lord, then you can't purify yourself or anybody else. See, I'm a stickler for the book. We go by the book here. Don't tell me we don't go by the book. That's the word of God. Lord Chaitanya. See? So I love to quote what the Lord quotes as it is. And if you're not in line with that quote, if you're out of line, people don't get prema. If you're in that line in that quote, then people get prema. All these words, all these little sentences are very profound. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Oh, that's having here. How many spiritual masters are out there? How many out of those 1,000 ISKCON gurus are real spiritual masters? Do they awaken prema, devotion to Krishna, which is prema? Do they awaken tears in their disciples' eyes and ecstatic love in their hearts? If they do, they're guru. But I don't see any of that going on, except here. So where is the real successor for Prabhupada? People should ask that. What, is it Narayan Raj? Well, where's the ecstatic devotion? Where's the prema? He even said, I can't give you prema. You got to wait many lifetimes. So where's the successor for Prabhupada? I think only here, because this is the advancement in the evolution of Vaishnavism from Vaidhi to spontaneous devotional service. That's an acharya now, is somebody who makes a progressive march in Vaishnavism. Not same old rules and regulations. The Bhagavatam started there, started from being unhappy with that. So people got to know where the progress is. Progress is here. So anybody that says they're a successor of Prabhupada and all this, well, this is the proof of successorship. You got to do at least this. At least bring Vaishnavism up to the next platform of spontaneous devotion. to where it's supposed to be. Put the cherry on the top of the cake. Go ahead there, River.
Okay. The wonderful appearance of the Lord increased the happiness of everyone in Srimati Sachi Devi's house. Both Sri Jagannath Mishra and Srimati Sachi Devi's hearts heaved joyous waves, looking at the Lord, the Lord's beautiful face. Sri Vishnu Priya, Sri Vishnu Roop, Vishnaroop would pick up his brother in his arms, smiling gleefully at the Supreme Lord, the abode of all transcendental joy. Friends and relatives lingered affectionately, surrounding the Lord at all times. Some chanted mantras of enchantment in the Lord's room for his protection. The Vishnu Raksha mantra, invoking Lord Vishnu's protection, and the Devi mantra, invoking Durga Devi's protection, were chanted while some
You
people.
see, everybody was affectionate with the Lord there. That's proof of relationship. Is that affection? And if you don't have that affection for the Lord, then you're not in transcendental relationship. It's that simple. Affection for Lord Chaitanya is the sign and the symptom that you're liberated. See, if and that's proof is in the pudding. If you love these scriptures, if you love to read about Lord Chaitanya and it gives you these ecstatic symptoms, you're a liberated soul. You've got the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. That's why Lord Chaitanya came, is to give that mercy so easily, to liberate people so easily in Him. It's like that statement of Jesus: "Be in me, and I in you, and we in the Father." See? So, Lord Chaitanya, when you're in these scriptures and then the Lord is in you by these ecstatic symptoms, you see, people don't know how to judge anything properly. This is how you judge it. I just make the comments so people know, oh, is that a sign that she is liberated soul? That the Lord is in her? Because, yeah, look at how much happiness she gets reading that book. That's Lord Chaitanya in book form. It's just like she was back there 550 years ago, and Lord Chaitanya appeared there, and we got all these affectionate family members there. Well, that's what we have here, affectionate family members of the Lord in his form as a book. What else do we have? He's unmanifest. He left his book. That's why you see all these devotees were carefully writing all this stuff down. They knew in the future people would only have this. What would we do if we didn't have these pastimes of the Lord? They would. You don't see River laughing and crying all the time without the mantras, without either chanting or chanting the verses. See, this is our association in this world. This is the highest platform of devotional service, is to become ecstatic when you chant the verses in these divine literatures and the holy name of the Lord. This is the empowerment of devotees. This is the purification of devotees. This is their true happiness that lasts forever. This is everything. This is the inspiration. Is this affection for God to associate with the Lord, which we can do like this. And anybody else there, you want this? Do you see this is the ultimate goal of Krishna consciousness, being here and taught so easily in this room? You can get this affection for the Lord in your life is perfect. Picture perfect. You got the perfect picture of Krishna consciousness. Affection for the Lord resulting ecstatic love awakening. Hey, that's all available here. That's our product. What's your product, Radhanath, and all you other gurus? Do you have this kind of product? I say this is the perfect product. This is the product the Lord Chaitanya came to deliver to the world. I say that it is being revived right now before your eyes. You show us a better product than this affection for Lord Chaitanya and Radha Krishna. You see her, she Radha Rasa Sudha needy in ecstasy. The affection for Radha and Krishna is the gift of Lord Chaitanya. Hey, this is it, man. You've arrived. Anybody listening to this video, you've arrived. You may not know you arrived yet, but you've arrived. You heard the message. You heard where love of God is being distributed right now. It wasn't in the Rai Maharaj group. It's not in ISKCON being distributed. It's not being distributed by his disciples. But it's here. And I'm here to prove it with the scriptures, with my disciples and friends. We're here to make it solidly rooted. The mercy and these sannyasi roots like River and Lalita and Tom, rooted in the ground. See, it must be Lord Chaitanya speaking because it makes River laugh. She only laughs when Lord Chaitanya is involved. See, confirmation. Go ahead, River, read on, man.
Okay. The Vishnu Raksa mantra, invoking Lord Vishnu's protection. Chanting while some people circumambulated the Lord's house. When the Lord would cry, shedding tears from his lotus eyes, only the sound of the holy name of Krishna would pass him. Finally, everyone understood the secret message, and whenever the Lord cried, they immediately the demigods were in a joyful mood and decided to play some practical jokes on the on the people who always surrounded Nimai. A demigod and a subtle body stole quietly about the house, unseen by human. A demigod in a subtle body stroll quietly about the house, unseen by human eyes. When the people saw the shadowy figure glide past them, they explained, "There goes that I have to check out. Terror-stricken, some of them loudly chanted, "Nishinga, Nishinga," while others murmured the Aparajita Sotra prayers to Parvati Devi, the wife of Lord Shiva, for protection. While many persons were going around the house chanting all different mantras and prayers, a great commotion was heard from inside Shrimati Sachi Devi's house. The demigods had assembled to see the Lord, but the people outside thought that thieves were entering. They shouted, "Catch the thief! Catch the thief!" While others continuously chanted, "Nishinga, Nishinga." A Brahmin priest endowed with the powers of exorcising ghosts, threaten the invisible demigods. You're lucky you got away. You're lucky you got away today, but you had better know the tremendous power of Lord Nishingadev, unseen by anyone. The, dem- the demigods laughed to themselves. In this way, a month passed, completing completing her completing her 1 month of confinement, the period of contamination after childbirth. Shimati Sachi Devi went for a bath in the Ganga with the other ladies, amongst singing and joyous clamor. Is it clamor? Clamor? Sachi
Clamor.
Devi bathed in the Ganga. She worshipped Ganga Devi, and thereafter a village goddess called, excuse me, Shasti,
Sarsti.
Sarsti, Shasti. After worshipping different demigods in accordance with the proper rites, Sachi Devi returned with the satisfied ladies. According to the social custom, Sachi Devi respectfully offered all the ladies roasted paddy, bananas, oil, vermilion powder, betel nuts, and betel leaf. The ladies in turn blessed the child and offered respect, respect to Sachi Devi before they returned to their respective homes. In this way, the Supreme Lord Chaitanya performed his childhood pastimes. Without the Lord's mercy, these pastimes are incomparable, incomprehensible,
Incomprehensible.
incomprehensible. The Lord, as a child, cried frequently. However, his real intention in crying, in crying was to induce everyone to chant the Lord's holy name. The ladies would
Yeah.
try one
See,
way.
The Lord's is incomprehensible without the Lord's mercy. Again, you need to get that in association of those who have the Lord's mercy to enjoy the association of the Lord, actually to the point of ecstasy, because it's transcendental. You know, ecstatic feelings are uncommon. They're not of this world. They're of the spiritual domain, and so there's only one practical way. You have to have the association of real devotees here, who have these symptoms. And see how the Lord's mercy is given so easily just by remaining in this association. Otherwise, not available anywhere. Do you see any of this going on? This kind of affection? This is uncommon. Do you see people are affectionate to the point of ecstasy? Is this in the Namahata groups? This is all where it's going, is affection to Lord Chaitanya. See, that mercy is here, and anybody that wants it, they have to come here to get it because it's very rare. People need to think, okay, what are the symptoms of affection for Krishna? People don't even think of that. You think it's something to do with rituals and some pomp, is it to do with something like that, or is it actual from the feeling? Like we have feelings for our families in the world. That's the shadow, isn't it? We love our friends, we love our family that we bonded with. But where are those who actually love God? What does that look like? This, where these scriptures are God. This is the book Bhagavat is the book form of the Lord. It's what we have. See, where is that bonding with God? That's what we do here. This is bonding with God. People coming regularly here, you're bonding with the Lord. The way we become attached to our Mayic families, our temporary families, is by relationship, by continued relating, by being close to them, by serving them. being served by them. You see, then we become more and more attached to them. And all of a sudden it becomes exclusive. Otherwise, you ever see people from the outside of family relationships? They think, oh well, you have something going there. They're more emotionally attached to each other, but you feel like an outsider. That's just how it is. See, people are bonded there. Just like if your family member dies and you see, oh, my dog died and my cat died and my goldfish died, my child died. And you're on the outside, you haven't bonded with that person, right? So therefore you think, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. But you're not really feeling like they are, right? See? This is what you do with bonding with Maya. It's called illusion because it's not really who we are. It's some temporary manifestation of this process of bonding with the illusion. And then you die ultimately, and they die. And then you do it again. You get a new family and new friends, and you bond with them again and again and again. See, when you come here, you start to wake up. You realize, wow, this is what's really going on. Just like, like Sachi's cat. She loves that cat, right? And then she plays with it. And if that cat would die, oh, it would be horrible. She'd be crying. And I'll say, well, well, man, I probably might say that. I might say something else. But I could say, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not really feeling, I'm not bonded with it. I didn't serve that cat, man. I didn't feed that cat every day. She did. So she's a cat. She loves that cat, right? There's a love affair there. So that cat dies, what's going to do? Everything's going to die here. She's going to feel bonded. Now, good news. You bring whatever you are as you are. We come and we'll bond with Lord Chaitanya through his books and his things. And you're never going to have to say, I'm sorry for your loss, because he's never going to die. It's never going to stop. Feelings are going to increase. It's going to be like, wow, that was so limited. It was the same love that I had, over and over again. And then the next life is the same thing over again, regurgitating the same old bullshit, man. You develop your relationship, you start your relationship. It's like spring, you develop it with anything and everything in this world, and then it goes. Everything disappears here, and then you're miserable. You know, it's painful misery, right? And the Lord, he may go, but it's like, oh, Lord, you're thinking like, sometimes you say, hey, Lord, you go for a while. That's what I do. I just say, hey, Lord, kind of go for a little while. I need to, this is a bit of a strain to be with you. So you're so intense, but I like it. Don't go too far, See? And this will go on forever. Now, come on, man. Who wouldn't want this? And who wouldn't want it quick? Who wouldn't want it? Why wait many lifetimes? Come on, man. Let's get it now, man. You could be like River. Look at what is she just done. Look at these housewives, just natural little ordinary housewives. And you're big gurus, you're big followers, illustrious Narayan Rajas and Radhanas. Hey, you can have this also. You can't get this from them. Nobody's proved it. They even told you they can't give you this. We don't lie here, do we? Oh, you come here, you're going to be becoming increasingly attached to the Lord. Yeah, see, you've got examples. So this was all about is that attachment to Lord Chaitanya and more, and not just, oh yeah, I understand what you're saying, Gohar. I'm attached to Lord. Yeah, what are your symptoms? Well, I don't know. I come to the programs, and do you have prema symptoms of this attachment? Are you showing you're a recipient of Lord Chaitanya's mercy? Isn't that what's being preached here? Be a recipient of Lord Chaitanya's mercy, which is easy peasy self-realization. Are you showing the symptoms of loving Krishna like the residents of Vrindavan? They laugh, they cry, like you see, River. That's what they do in Vrindavan when they're with Krishna. Yeah, are you like that? Well, no, I didn't know. My gurus never told me that's what it was about. They said it was something else. Well, that's what you get is what? Something else. We get you. You get here what Krishna consciousness is. You become conscious of Krishna and you become very ecstatic because of that. Yeah. And when Lalita comes back after she runs to the bathroom, she's going to read a little bit. Go ahead until she comes back. That's what we like here. You know, people who run to do what they got to do to come back. That's called eagerness.
Okay, brilliant.
If
Oh,
you want to
brilliant.
give Lalita a gift she'll really like, she gets very seduced by these kind of gifts. Send her a whole year's worth of toilet paper. You will be you'll be endeared to her forever. You'll be her best friend. We're gonna bring her to Mexico. She found out toilet paper is very cheap here.
Okay,
She missed something.
Lalita, I'm on page 38.
Yes, you. Yes, you. Surprise.
The
Well,
bottom, the last sentence at the bottom of the page.
Just a minute. Just a minute. I have a bit disorder on my table here. Yeah, thank you, Guru Maharaj. I'm surprised. I didn't know. Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Ajita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. The ladies in turn, they blessed the child and they offered respect to Sachi Devi before they returned to their respective homes. In this way, the Supreme, the Supreme Lord Chaitanya, he performed his childhood pastimes. Without the Lord's mercy, these pastimes are incomprehensible. The Lord, as a child, he cried frequently. However, his real intention in crying was to induce everyone to chant the Lord's holy name. The ladies would try one way or another to pacify him, but the Lord would cry all the more, tinkling gem-studded ankle bells, the luster from his delicate pear-like nails dissipated the darkness. The Brahmin saw the surroundings transformed into Vrindavan Dham. Oh, see, I I miss a lot of pages here. I'm
that's
suddenly at
okay. Just continue. It's perfect.
okay. Yeah, the Brahmin saw the surroundings transformed into Vrindavan Dhama. the wonderful, the wonderful Kadamba tree became clamorous with the chirping of the birds. Coward boys and girls, they roamed about on their own, and everything was exactly as he had seen it in his meditation. Overcome with ecstasy and seeing such extraordinary display of opulence, the pious Brahman felt unconscious. The supreme personality of Godhead.
Oh, one thing about that, when you were reading the thing about the Lord would cry when, and he wanted to, his real intention was to get people to induce them to chant the holy name. And you would think, well, we're crying when we chant the holy name, but the Lord was crying so that we would chant. What is that about? Why are we crying when we do chant the holy name? And the Lord was crying because people were not chanting the holy name. See, that was an interesting thought. I was thinking about that, and because that's really the situation. You could see that on the faces of people. They're crying because they're not chanting the holy name. Inside, their heart is crying.
Yeah.
See, and so the Lord he's showing that actually he's crying in people because they don't know who to meditate on. They're meditating on the Lord's Maya, and it's making them very unhappy. And more so now because the Lord is actually through the Mayas trying to say, "Let go of me, let go of this." See, but they need something to grab onto. See, and then they grab onto religion, and that's not really enough because it's the hypocrisy in that people they need to meet the real devotees in the truth, that don't speculate, who relish these mellows. They cry in ecstasy because of the holy name. This is the kind of crying we need to do. Otherwise, everybody is crying. They're crying for the Lord, and they don't know where to go. They need the real leader. The real leader is the experienced devotee who has seen the truth and is set free. And then they're the ones who set us free. There's no other way. Ultimately, everything people are doing, there's Mayas everywhere, all the way up into religion. And if you're following religious leaders, which most people that are, trying to understand Krishna or God, then most of them are hypocritically devout still. It's still an obstacle. They got to surpass that. It's only meeting the real devotee who tells them, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees. You just cannot, you have to come out of that bad association now. See? That's what chapter 1 says. The real spiritual master tells you how to informs you to get out of bad association so that you can move on to this platform and be delivered. Isn't that what Jesus did? He said, don't go to the Pharisees. Don't intimately be with them. It'll rub off on you. You will also become like that. Isn't that what I tell even my students? Don't go to those who leave here and get close to them because it'll rub off on you, and it does, as you see. People, after a while, they don't like the opinion, my opinion. They go and they like the drier thing, and they think that's the real thing. They become proud and they lose the real path. See, you guys are on the real path. You see, and you stay, and your proof is your ecstatic love is deepening all the time. See, the Krishna, Vrindavan is growing in you more and more and more, and the others not. So the Lord is crying in them too, really. Whether they know, most people they don't know it. People in the world they don't know why they're unhappy. There's so many unhappy people. They don't know why. And even if you try to tell them, because they're all Trinavartas spinning in their mind, and they're used to being around contaminated by putanas. A lot of them are servants of putana. This hypocrisy and lies, and they're poisoned. And this is Kali Yuga. So we're here for those the Lord draws these people here. Look, a lot of new people coming here. Yeah, one by one. It's always see like that, one by one, just like when Jesus, one by one, and then it grows more. Look, you guys are preaching now. More people are coming. Yeah, I'm drawing a few. You're drawing more coming. Yeah, it's getting more and more entertaining here. See, we're getting a stage show going. Like Prabhupada set the stage, and we're dancing now. We got a troupe here, performing arts going, and people come and say, "Hey, man, this is didn't somebody say that? Somebody said I did this, and I went to this movie and that movie and that movie." Fernando said something yesterday about that. He said, "But this I really like this. I've done all these shows. I've done the Vaidi show, the ISKCON show, the Narayan Raj show, the Christian show, the Buddhist show. See the show, the Mayavadi show, the Eckhart Tolle show, but this show, man, this is the best. Why wouldn't it be? This is the closest to God's heart. The closer we get, the more happy. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yes, I feel that there are so many distractions, so it's difficult for me also to get this attraction because there is so much variety, so much distractions, small things, and I don't know. It's sometimes it's hard for me to distinguish where to focus, where to. Yeah, I also I want to go back and back because I feel this attraction to come back and back and again and listen to you. But it's there are so many distractions.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's only because of maybe a little faith in them. Like, well, maybe it's something there. Huh? Maybe let me check this out. Maybe. Well, in due course, you'll get one point that you're like, I've seen enough. That's kind of I got there. I've seen enough now. I'm not. I don't need anything. I don't need to go check out. Even ecstatic Christian. I thought, well, let me see. Maybe they really got it more than this. So I go and check it out, and I realize, back to this.
Yeah.
You get to a point. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there were a lot of disappointments. My whole life is an accumulation of disappointments, and looking there, going
Good
with
for
that
you.
guru, going with that um, servitor of that guru, and but it all was disappointing. But this is going on. This quality
Yeah,
is going on. That's why but
yeah,
still there are these
yeah,
challenges
yeah,
and
yeah.
these distractions. But I'm really I'm on this point now that I'm really getting bored with following those other paths. It's so exhausting.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I got a message from Sachi saying the same thing. She said, "I'm really bored with this world, man." She get bored of feeding the homeless who end up turning on her, and end up using her and taking advantage and all that. I get bored of all this crap. I said, "Great, now you can start taking advantage of where real life is, man. This is inexhaustible, man, and it doesn't come to an end." I love it. That's why I finally got it myself. I said, oh, okay, yeah, no need to look. I tried Narayan Raj, even I tried the Radhakupa, I tried ISKCON, I tried Christianity, and this is the best. Encompasses everything. You know, this is where it's all going. And I realized, hey, man, Lord Chaitanya said this was the best. He's God. These Radha and Krishna, they know the best for the whole world as well as themselves. So they came to demonstrate here. Here's the best pearl of great price we can give you. So I said, now yep, you're right, Lord. Now He's showing me. Yeah, this chanting holy name. I can see why you did it, man. I can see why you were committed to it. I can see why you were propagating this as the best method in association with his devotees as the best of the best. See, like the devotees, they're chanting the holy name, right? But they're chanting with devotees who don't prove that they're actually ecstatic. Therefore, their progress is slow. See, we're chanting with devotees who are ecstatic. And look how fast the progress is. This is at the point of where, like, look, River and Lalita, and Johan, they read the Leela right there visibly. You can see, wow, these people are really attracted to Lord Chaitanya transcendentally. They have transcendental symptoms that we don't see anywhere else. Wow, that's really convincing. Wow, this must be the right place. Look, just by the book and by the mantra chanting Hare Krishna and Prema is awakening. Wow, these other gurus said, oh, well, that's too high, many lifetimes for that. Do austerities, do renunciation. Look at River. She's not doing any big austerities. Or Lalita, they're just having a good time chanting the holy name, playing with Krishna through the name. That's what's the difference between playing with Krishna if you were here 5,000 years ago and having the same feelings, and intimacy and all that, and somebody doing it by mantra now, which is our way to do it. Same experience, same happiness, same ecstasy. Yeah. And how do you know it's Vrindavan? Because you don't see it anywhere else. Nowhere. That's because a rare place, Vrindavan. Not even residents of Vaikuntha can go there. But my Lord Chaitanya wants to propagate it everywhere while we're here in the
What just happened now, that I try to keep up with um, with reading, yes,
world.
and then like that she flipped to another page, and
Hmm.
I was trying to follow in an old way, but
Yeah,
you mentioned no, it's not important. It's right on the spot. It's perfect that
yeah,
you go to another page, because
yeah,
that is the leading energy.
yeah,
The the leading energy, the
yeah,
happiness, the ecstasy is
mhm,
leading,
yeah,
not the number of the page. That's
yeah,
insignificant. That's
yeah,
lesser concern. So
yeah,
I was kind of confused, and I want to follow. So um, I want to really follow that quality and not the the numbers.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a switch in
Spontaneous,
space.
yeah, improvisation. And then I talked about it anyway. So go where the spirit leads. Yeah. If you have satisfaction here, why would you still be looking somewhere else? Yeah. Well, some people, it's just part of that. Yeah, it even says a lot of the devotees were like that. They wanted to see from all angles of vision that Lord Chaitanya was the best esoteric process. See, they realized they go and check this out, and so some people are like that. And you don't have to be like that, but maybe you're, I don't know, just everybody's wired differently. Who cares? If you come here and you're like a Fanny or an Amy and you got it, hey man, you roll with it just natural, whatever you are. If you're a Tom, he still, that's his process. You know, everybody is a little different. They're all welcome here, and you all get to the same place, right? Affection for the Lord.
And I can feel that everyone is learning in his own pace and in his own um, sequence, yeah, own order.
Yeah.
Everyone has his this personal way of progress.
Yeah, yeah, it's a learning thing too. It's just, yeah, the highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion. So you have to see, oh, this is more illusory, this is the real thing, and you get people more and more convinced, and then one pointed, and you learn as much as you need to learn. That's why this is really a process with a lot of joy in it. You know how many teachings and teachers they tell you to repress and to go against your heart. There's a lot of stuff. You got to it's discipline and renounce
You have to be patient.
and yeah, 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 just
Patient
yeah,
like many lifetimes.
yeah, yeah, exactly. We are natural born seekers is our nature, but you know home when you feel it. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go for my early morning walk here. There's supposed to be a hurricane out here, somewhere. Dude, I don't know what happened to it. It just kind of, Krishna steered it away. That happens sometimes, Maybe because of our program, he doesn't want to miss our program. He steered the hurricane somewhere else. It was supposed to actually come close to here, and we were supposed to get high waves and winds and rain. I don't see any of that. Sunny skies. Yeah. That happened actually in Jagannath Puri. There was a cyclone coming there. It was heading right directly for, and then Lord, somebody said they even seen a light, you know, go out from that chakra out there into the thing, and it moved the hurricane off course, and it hit somewhere else. It didn't even touch. That's what they
And
say.
it's like some distractions are stronger than other ones, and it's very personal. Like you mentioned in one line, yes, getting rid of feeling attached to your dog, your cat, your child, huh?
Yeah,
But for people, it being attached to a child is far more bigger, yes.
mhm. Oh
and
yeah,
but when you mention this in one sentence, and then it becomes all the proportions become distorted.
yeah.
It-
Well, I don't know. Some people are really attached to their dogs. It's like their child. I really like Maria. She loves her dog, man. That dog. I can't. I have to behave with the dog, otherwise she chastises me. You be nice to the dog. If I just say I don't want it to lick you, you let it lick you.
yeah, and
Don't
again,
let my child not have its way with you. Oh,
yeah, and again here, you said, yeah, and then there are some hurricane announcements, and I have to go to the toilet. There are like different levels of detachment and attachment, but when you mention them together, and they my mind, yeah, I'm to the point, on the point that my mind thinks it's funny what you're saying because of
yeah,
these contrasts. Yes, my
yeah,
mind
yeah,
thinks, oh, he's flipping from this to this, and it becomes funny.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
some people, they can take it very serious, or they cannot understand what's the
Yeah. We're
where
not caring. We're not worried
this
about
message
some
is
other
leading.
people. It's all theory. Some other people. We deal with what's here, man. Yeah, here. Yeah, and what's nice about this path is it's not you can be attached. So what? You're attached to this or that. Come here. If you come here, the Lord will. He's not going to wait for you to be unattached. He'll just give you Himself. It's a beautiful process. This is all. This is the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya. This is Chaitanya Leela is now enforced. This is the will of God now. Is the will of God is just to get the darn mercy. When Jesus was here, the will of God was you get the Holy Spirit, man. Just get the mercy. Get it the easy peasy path now. Well, that's in force again. Because it's time. I got the order, Prabhupada. Lay this on the world now. Show them the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It is time to disperse that in Krishna consciousness. This is for everybody. This is for all of ISKCON. This is for all of the groups. Anybody who considers himself a Vaishnava can take to this, can have this. Who wouldn't want love of God? Come on. Who would not want love of God? which is the whole point of Krishna consciousness. There's no other point. See, it's point. See, the point. Where is everything pointing to? Love of Krishna, life's ultimate goal. Says that right in the books people are worshiping. Chapter 23, life's ultimate goal, love of God, love of Krishna. Affection for Krishna, affection dealings. What does it look like? It looks like River and Lalita and Johan reading the books in ecstasy with tears, in ecstasy and ecstatic attraction. That's what it looks like. Chanting the holy name with great ecstatic devotion, with the tears and the ecstasy. It doesn't look like anything else. It doesn't look like being a strict rule follower. That was a trick of Lord Chaitanya to get you to get him closer, or Prabhupada or Bhaktisiddhanta. It looks like chanting Hare Krishna and tears pouring out of your eyes and laughing like a madman and woman. That what you see is it. This is the whole point. You see, this preaching is to the point. Isn't it nice? Let's come to the point. Why are these words like that? Isn't it like, hey man, let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the point. Love of Krishna. It's here. Come get it. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is here. Come get it. Why are you waiting? What's the delay? What else is important? If you say you're coming to Krishna, you want Krishna. It's this. What you see is what you get. And what you see is the ultimate reality, the pearl of great price, the horn of plenty, the lottery won 10,000 times, right here for you. The whole world would change if they could understand, Lord. Please help them understand.
With this looking, what is important?
Yeah.
It's of course it's logical to search in your own scope, in your own old consciousness, but we cannot find it there.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
it's
know what I
not there. It's
mean?
new. New.
This is new. This is a level up.
Yeah.
When we start searching for priorities in our old habits, yes, I'm taught um, to be very clever and use my brain, but it's still on that mode of goodness level or
Mhm.
ignorance level or passion
Yeah.
level, and we cannot it, um, to be receptive for this level up. We need to abandon those things.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let's
Leave
see
it.
how good you do it. Let's see how you do it.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I feel in a washing machine a lot of time. Like everything is tumbling around, and whoa, what's the quality of this? What's the quality of this? Then
Yeah.
there is this attraction, and then can you help me with the garden? And can you deliver?
Yeah, you'll sort it out. You're sorting it out. That's all. It's great. That was quick. She needed money. That's it. See, all women. That's what they want is money. They want rings. No, well, not Lolita, of course. She wants both. She wants bhakti. She wants the real money. She wants Krishna. She wants devotion. She wants the real
Men
wealth.
want women. The men want money from me.
Oh yeah. That's right. Especially when you got it. See, it goes both ways. See, it could be the man or the woman, whoever's got it. That's what they want it. My dogs never ask for money. That is why I love my dogs. See, we ask for what is of value to us. See, that's the whole thing. What is our preaching? Is to teach that this is really valuable, and we show this is valuable to us. Anybody on that page or want to be? Yeah, that's Raganuga Bhakti is canvassing in the world, by having the product and selling the product by demonstration. It's like a Kirby vacuum cleaner. They go door to door, right? They go to door and they throw a bunch of dirt on your floor. Now, hey, look, we got this vacuum, and here we don't have to throw any dirt. We just point it out. You got a lot of dirt on your floor. Let us show you how we vacuum it up, man. We just come with Krishna's our Kirby vacuum. We just come in there and just suck it up, man. Just look at this vacuum, Krishna and Radha, man. They're great, man. They suck up all the dirt, man. All the putana, we just suck her out of you, man. Just suck that Trinavarta, just all the demons just go right into Krishna, man. And there you left. Look at that floor, man. Look at you got a floor for bhakti, man. Now everything's clean as a whistle here. Oh yeah, I think I'll buy Krishna. What's the price? Just come every day, sadhu sangha. Just turn your camera on and pick up the vacuum. Vacuum will just automatically. That's how you turn it on. You turn your camera on, the vacuum comes on, and just sucks up all the dirt. See, so we made it very easy. This product is very portable, man. Don't even have to plug it in, man. Just turn your camera on. It uses so it works portable, works on battery. So you can carry it around anywhere you are. You can suck up the dirt, any place, anywhere you are. Just turn on, do some Sankirtan with us here and chant, and everything will be well. And on that note, I will say goodbye. It's been fun. And even though I started late, it's 2.5 hours. Unbelievable. How does it go by so fast, man? Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. And we'll be back.